Alright guys, wanted to do a quick update here on summer movies. What have I seen this summer? What do I think of what I've seen? I don't know, I haven't seen everything this summer, not yet anyways, but anyways, we're going to go back to the traditional format here, because tomorrow is the premiere of Ant-Man, so I'm going to go see Ant-Man opening night. We'll see how that goes. And let's catch up on everything else. Alright, so the last one I talked about was Avengers Age of Ultron, good film. Let's get to the next one, Mad Max Fury Road. This was a fun film. It was I mean seriously, when I think of like the car genre, I saw Furious 7. That was good too, but when it comes to just like the car stunts that we've seen in the last few years, nothing felt as authentic, as real, as powerful, and as just dynamic as Mad Max Fury Road. It was it was the bomb. I mean, sure there wasn't much story there, and sure the acting, actually the acting was really good. I thought Tom Hardy was excellent, and Charlize Theron was really good too. But I don't know. It was just a thing where it's like, yeah, we didn't have much story, but who cares? We had some, and it was some terrific stunt sequences. Absolutely beautiful stunt work, and George Miller is a fantastic director. I mean, everything he does, to one degree or another, is great. I mean, even what was the animated kids flick Happy Feet, even that had a good heart and a fairly good story. So, yeah. All right, what was the next thing? Next thing I saw was Pitch Perfect 2. I know I probably am not the number one guy you'd think of going to line up to see that movie, but I'll tell you what. The first Pitch Perfect is actually a really good movie, and the second one I think I enjoyed it about as much as the first one. It was funny. Rebel Wilson is still hilarious. Anna Kendrick is funny. The two Elizabeth Banks and what's the other guy as the commentators just steal the show. Absolutely hilarious. Um, Higgins or something is his last name, but anyways, his name escapes me. But those two, seriously, if they did a spin-off of just those two in this, because I mean, Universal after this year has enough money to buy Marvel out. I swear to God, if they wanted to just do like a spin-off with those two characters, I'll line up. I'll see it twice. That would be hilarious. All right, and yeah, it was a funny film, even though it had, true, some of the same beats as the first film and all that. I don't know, it's what I expected. I expected it to be, not a huge improvement, and not a huge decline over the first film, and it wasn't. It was fine. All right, what did I see next? Tomorrowland. Uh, okay. Tomorrowland. Huh. Well, the first two-thirds of the movie were great. Maybe not great, but they were pretty good. The story was interesting, and the acting was pretty good. The young kid in that, who was the kind of the android kind of girl in it. I don't think that's a spoiler by any means, but if you haven't seen it yet, which if you haven't seen it yet, you're probably not going to see it because it didn't make a whole lot of money. Um, Whoever her name was, she was terrific, and just this naturally talented little, probably 10, 11, 12-year-old girl, just literally like blew George Clooney out of the water. An Oscar winner, for crying out loud. And I know her, Britt Robertson, that's her name, Robertson, blew her out of the water too. And anyways, I haven't seen her in anything besides this, so I don't know how. Just based off this, I was like, yeah, she was fine as a leading protagonist. But yeah, then we get to that last act and that last little bit there at Tomorrowland. Oh God, oh God, please, why did? Seriously, Brad Bird directed this, who did Incredibles, Ratatouille, all that, and the best, I think, film that he's done otherwise, that's non-animation, the one he did, the fourth Mission Impossible movie. Literally, if let's say imagine Mission Impossible 3 didn't happen, that movie breathed life back into that franchise. And if Mission Impossible 4 Ghost Protocol had not been as good as it was, we would not be seeing Mission Impossible 5 in 2 weeks. Which I'm pumped for that. I think that's gonna be a great film. But anyways, So yeah, Brad Bird I think gets all the credit to that. I mean the screenwriters too, obviously, but anyways, but yeah, Tomorrowland's last act just bumped you over the head with this message of the save yourselves, do this, the world's gonna end, and it's like, haven't we seen that everywhere before? And we pretty much have, and yeah, it was just, and by the end, it just felt like a tired film too when it got to the last act there. It felt like, okay, we did this exciting stuff in the first two acts, and it was really, really fun times and all that, but where do we go? And it was like, I don't know. It felt like they really got tired and they were really shifting in their story, and they didn't really know where to go or how to end it. And I don't know. Anyway, so that was I gave that. Okay, by the way, scores. Mad Max Fury Road is a 9 out of 10. Terrific movie. I just wish the only thing I had quibbles with it was I don't know. You could have had a little bit more of a story. I mean, I'm not saying that as it wasn't, as for the story that they picked and for everything, that was pretty much the best you could do it. But you could have had a little more of a story, maybe. But anyway, but we don't come to Mad Max movies for the story, do we? No, we don't. What about and then Pitch Perfect 2? I gave that an 8. I gave that an 8 out of 10, same as the first film. Tomorrowland, I gave that a 6. It's like the first 2/3 are pretty good, and the young actress whose name I don't know, terrific, absolutely terrific. But that last act with Hugh Laurie and all that, just. And then another thing too with him was the Hugh Laurie character, and several people have mentioned this too. He gives a speech at the end, and you're just like, where he's kind of pointing the finger at humanity and saying, you are the ones really causing your own deaths, and stuff like that. This is not the Earth fighting back. This is not all the. It's like, you know what? Yeah, the bad guy is in the right here. It's kind of reminiscent of that Star Trek movie, Insurrection, where it was like, all you have to do is move 200 people, and or like 150 people, or whatever the story was. I forgot that movie. But and then this other group of aliens who have just as much a right to life as these 200 people, they can move in and save their species. And this is not a species that's like 2 people. This is a species of, what was it, like 1,000 people or something, they said? But nope, these greedy bastards that are 200 people that are all like 800 years old or whatever the case was. It was like, Jesus, is that really your story? That's the story you're going with? Oh, well. Anyway, so let's forget about Insurrection. Let's move on. What did I see next? Spy. Spy. Okay. Third, did I say third? Yeah, I think, yeah, that's right. I'm trying to remember all my ranking stuff. Third best movie of the year, Spy. Terrific. I mean, seriously, I went into it with mild expectations, but I was like, hey, it got great critics ratings. It's doing okay at the box office. I'll check it out. Hilarious. And the way when I was reviewing this film in text and all, I said, dude, there are not there are not a whole lot of smart comedies out there. Like comedies that with your brain turned on while you watch it. Because Adam Sandler and his crew and Will Ferrell, to the most part Will Ferrell, you go in, you turn your brain off, and you just laugh mindlessly. With like 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street and Spy, you turn your brain on. You turn your brain on because there's like story twists and villains and revelations and stuff that really do form a story, not just an excuse for characters to go from A to B to C and for them to say funny lines all the way through. No, Spy has a brain. And the 21 Jump Street movies had brains, and they still, hopefully they still will with the next film, whatever they do it. But Spy, seriously, was so smart, so entertaining, so fun, and, I mean, I'm serious here. Unless we get a truly better comedic performance this year, Melissa McCarthy had better win that Golden Globe for Best Actress, Comedy, or Musical at the end of the year. I know it's kind of early to say that, but, seriously, come on. I mean, a lot of movies that come out kind of in this this summer season that really do stand above the summer blockbuster. Films like Spy, they get forgotten so easily when it comes to awards season. But seriously, Spy with Melissa McCarthy is just terrific. I mean, did I mention Jason Statham yet? I don't know if I did or not. Wow, I think he showed that he has another side to his career and to his acting abilities here that really, really he needs to tackle soon. Because seriously, he could lead like a spoof spy movie of his own. Maybe not in the same universe, but like as a different character and all that. He could lead that thing because he was fantastically funny, and Paul Feig, who directed this, also directed Bridesmaids, which is another one of the greatest comedies in the last few years. And The Heat. I have not seen The Heat yet, but I don't know. The trailers didn't really engage me too well. But everyone I've heard from who's seen the film said they loved it. So I'll probably check that one out sometime. But he's doing right now, actually, in New York, they're shooting the Ghostbusters, woman's only Ghostbusters film. And boy, my confidence in that project, which was moderate, I was like, well, McCarthy's good. Wig is good. Oh, the two others that they picked, whose names are escaping me right now, they're good. And Paul Feig, he did Bridesmaids was great, and then Chris Hemsworth as the receptionist, that's going to be a hoot. And then I saw Spy, I'm like, dude, Paul Feig is the guy to do a Ghostbusters movie, absolutely. So yeah, Spy, third best film of the year, just spectacularly funny. And action-packed, and the action is actually really well done, and there's twists in the movie, and there's a story there, there's a plot there. It's awesome. Check that one out if you haven't yet. Okay, next, Jurassic World. Alright, this is a movie that as soon as it got over, I said, that's about 5 times as better as it should have been. Now, I'm being serious here. There are some people that really don't like the movie, and some people that really love the movie. I'm kind of somewhere in between, I guess. But I gave by the way, Spy is a 9 out of 10. I mean, seriously, I think that one's pretty close to a 10 out of 10. Anyways, but Jurassic World is, it's fantastic. I don't know. The story was really, okay, here's the thing. The story was totally lame. It was basically a rehash of ideas in the first film and maybe a couple of ideas from Jurassic Park: The Lost World, or the second one, whatever it's called. But Chris Pratt showed a different side to himself that was great. The Bryce Dallas Howard character grows on you. The kid characters are nowhere near as annoying as the kids from The Lost World and from Jurassic Park 3. And best yet, the dinosaurs evoke emotion in you sometimes. Like, there's a scene, I won't spoil it, where a certain dinosaur has been attacked and is pretty much dying. I mean, you see maybe hints of it or two in the trailers and TV ads, but that scene, actually, when it was going on with the music by Michael Giacchino, who is a terrific, just the new John Williams, pretty much. Man, that scene, it was hard not to cry, actually, for me. I was like, dude, where did this come from? I was totally surprised, and the movie just kicked ass at the box office, stole Avengers' opening weekend record and all that. It is a terrific film, actually, outside of the lame story and all that. And also, another thing I did not like was the Vincent D'Onofrio character. I mean, I liked his performance, and what he did was fine, but his character was just that rub you the wrong way character, kind of like the character from The Lost World, where like his only intention is to bring the dinosaurs park idea back, except this time it's going to be in California. No, you prick. Anyways, but yeah, Jurassic World was fun. The score was great. A lot of the special effects were actually pretty well done. I do say, though, like everybody else, that ending was not great. The final showdown with the dinosaur, what did they call it? Indominus Rex or whatever? It could have been done better, but well, save for the very last bit of it that involved introducing another dinosaur into the mix. That was awesome. But the thing of okay, I won't say what it was, but the thing of where it was one dinosaur against another dinosaur with another dinosaur coming in and then one final dinosaur, it was kind of, I don't know. But the film was fun. It had some intelligence to it. It actually had some fun characters to it. The only other thing, though, I have to say, there wasn't really any chemistry between the Bryce Dallas Howard character and the Chris Pratt character. And there was kind of supposed to be some in there, but anyways. But anyways, but while I was watching it, I was like, dude, this is one of the best movies of the year, and it's probably not going to end up on my top 10 list. It's a 9, but just barely a 9. Like literally, if one scene had been just to me just a little different, a couple of times here and there, I would have given the thing an 8. But yeah, all right. Next, Inside Out, which was the most excited I've been for a Pixar film in, like, what's it been, 5 years now since Toy Story 3. Inside Out did not disappoint at all. That was another great film. I've seen, most of the films I've seen, by the way, are great ones. So, anyways, yeah, this is a fantastic film. The animation, I think, is some of the best I think that Pixar has done ever. Like, literally, to me, just in terms of animation, not in terms of the whole movie as a whole, but just in animation, I think that no Pixar film has looked better than Finding Nemo. Finding Dory comes later, but than Finding Nemo, which is I think the king of the crop when it comes to just how their animation looks and how they breathe the life into those characters, animating, swimming around, and all that. And this looks probably... I'll have to rewatch Finding Nemo again, and I'll watch these two probably back to back. But, man, the animation is just superb here. Absolutely terrific. I think the only quibbles with it was the second act kind of got a little tiresome a little bit with the traditional story in Pixar films of have to go on a journey to discover stuff like Finding Nemo, like Toy Story, like Toy Story 2, like A Bug's Life. Not really like The Incredibles, really, but going through the lineup there of Pixar films, it's like almost every second act in Pixar movies has to deal with somebody taking a journey somewhere or other, and here was a journey through the brain. So that idea was kind of tiresome to me, but man, I'll tell you what. Giacchino, I mentioned him once or twice here. His score for Jurassic World was pretty good. This, I think, will be his. If everything works out for him, this will be his second Oscar nomination. I don't think he'll win again because he just won 6 years ago. Sorry, for Up, another movie with a journey in the middle of it. But then again, I guess the whole story of that thing was a journey, anyways. But anyways. He won the Oscar for that, for Best Score for Up, which I think was the last time in that category I was just sat back and was like, dude, they totally picked the right guy. That was like the most deserving win in that category in a long, long time. Probably since, would you have to go back to like John Williams for Schindler's List or something? Because, man, talk about terrific scores. I don't know, maybe Howard Shore for a couple of the Lord of the Rings films or something. Anyways, not to dabble too much in Oscar history and all that, but boy, when Giacchino won, I was just like, dude, that's the most deserved Oscar of the night. I was like, that was far and away the best score of the year. And with this, it's like Inside Out, this is his best score since then. And it's terrific, and literally, if I just listen to the score during a certain scene, which if you've seen the film, you probably know, it's a scene toward the end where kind of this huge, well, not huge, but like, this really, really emotional kind of climax to everything that's been going on previously in the film comes to a head, and the main girl, Riley, kind of just, says everything that's on her mind, and it's a powerful, powerful little sequence, and just listening to the score from that scene just brings me right back, and again, like Jurassic World, is like, damn, it's hard to fight back tears during that scene. I did it. I have not cried in a movie since Toy Story 3. I 5 years, still running, but that was a hard one to sit through. That was just a hard one. Anyways, but yeah, Amy Poehler's voice work and the rest of the voice work, Lewis Black, for crying out loud, his anger, hilarious. And yeah, I mentioned Amy Poehler. As Sadness, Phyllis somebody. Anyways, she was just like literally. I could just picture her just in the booth doing the voice work, and I was like, dude, she's into this character all the way. But yeah, that was terrific voice work, terrific animation, brilliant story. truly, just mind-blowing concept, for lack of a better pun. Mind-blowing concept for an idea for a movie. Man, it was the best Pixar film I think we've had since Toy Story 3. Maybe it didn't quite reach those heights of Toy Story 3, not the emotional heights for sure. Oh man, I still can't even think about that movie without, something inside of me just anyways, but just, like bring out emotion, all that. Yeah, this is the second best film of the year. Still the best film of the year so far is, for me, Ex Machina. Just came out on Blu-ray. I haven't caught it yet. I'm going to buy a DVD copy of that, or a Blu-ray copy of that, rather, very quickly here. Probably sometime in the next few days. But going to catch that one again because, man, yeah. And then maybe when Inside Out and Spy come out on DVD too, and Blu-ray, I'll catch those again, because I think these three, because so far in 2015, we've had a pretty solid year so far. I mean, I haven't seen any real stinkers yet. So with that in mind, I'll just have to sit back, because these three are tight. Like, Spy is nearly a 10. Inside Out is nearly a 10. Ex Machina is literally almost a 10. And maybe on the second, third, fourth viewing and all that, maybe I'll bump them up, This is a year kind of like 2010 for me, where Inception, Toy Story 3, and The Social Network are the three best films of the year, but they are all so solid that they can interchange maybe in their ranking. And then, going through the list otherwise here quick, like 2011, it was clearly Harry Potter as the best film of the year. 2012, well, it was pretty clearly Argo. 2013, pretty clearly Spectacular Now for me. Last year, pretty close, but it was Whiplash over Boyhood. This year, it's going to come down to the second, third, fourth viewing and how the film holds up on those viewings. Because, man, I'll tell you, maybe Inside Out could change places and become my favorite film of the year later on. Maybe Spy will creep back up there. Or maybe Ex Machina will fall down to like third, maybe. I don't know. And another thing, maybe Jurassic World won't hold up quite as well, because I do feel almost like too generous, actually, thinking back on it now. Because, yeah, literally, it's one of those films kind of like Age of Ultron, where, the first time you see it, you're like, man, that's awesome! And you're like totally excited about it, and then you sit back and you're like, wait a minute, some parts of that was total bullshit, It's a thing where, certain movies in the theater and while you're watching it, the experience of it are just like, that's the best film of the year. And then you walk out of the theater, and within 5 seconds, you're like, no. Anyways, but I should mention, too, that these three films are not the best film of the year I've seen in a theater, or not the best films that I've seen in a theater this year. They had, a couple of weeks ago, or a few weeks ago, just before 4th of July, they had a re-release, the 40th anniversary of Jaws. Oh my god. That was the best experience I think I'll have in a theater all year. Well, it was re-released by Turner Classic Movies, by the way, for only a couple of days. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that, because they're also, for their lineup here for this year, they have Jaws, then they have Double Indemnity, which I missed. I wasn't able to see that. But and then coming up next month is Grease, which I've already seen this year, actually. There was a small Marcus Theater that showed that, so I saw that already. And I don't think the dates work for me. I can't see it then. Then in September they have Psycho, which is going to be awesome. And then in October they have the original 31 Bela Lugosi Dracula with a double feature of the Spanish version of Dracula. So that's going to be awesome. And then in November they have, what am I missing? Roman Holiday, which, yeah, if the dates work, I'll see that. And then Miracle on 34th Street, which I think is in theaters almost every Christmas anymore. Kind of like It's a Wonderful Life, kind of. But anyways. So yeah, Jaws was friggin' awesome, dude. That movie, yeah, maybe the special effects don't hold up. But the three characters do. Brody, Quint, and Hooper. They hold up. Their performances, Roy Scheider, Robert Shaw, young Richard Dreyfuss, those three performances hold up. And I'll tell you what, as soon as that movie was over, I was like, dude, I want to go fishing. I was like in the mood for fishing after that. That's how powerful the film hit me. It was like, dude, these three guys almost all died. Well, one of them did. Spoiler alert. From from hunting the shark. But you want to go fishing? Well, fishing in a lake where there's no friggin' salt water, where it's all fresh water. Yeah, I'll go fishing there, but not in salt water. Anyway, so yeah, Jaws was awesome. Just in the theater, just hearing that John Williams score, and not just the not just that with the shark, but just his other moments in the film where he puts score behind it. Like, oh, that scene where Hooper and Brody go out and they go out to the sunken ship in the middle of the night, and Hooper goes down, and the body, decomposing body, comes out at him. Oh my God, that hits you like a load of bricks. All right, so and yeah, so it was a terrific experience seeing that in the theater, and it was awesome. Anyways, I would love to get that opportunity again because that was possibly once in a lifetime. But then again, maybe when 50th anniversary comes up, maybe it'll come out again, and that'll be spectacular. Anyway, so technically the best film I've seen so far this summer in a theater is Jaws, but doesn't count, disqualified. 40 years old. So yeah, the best film of the year to me so far is Ex Machina, but we'll run through them again here quick. For summer films, Age of Ultron was an 8 out of 10. Solid film. Maybe didn't live up to the first Avengers, but it really didn't have to. Anyways, so yeah, good film. Mad Max Fury Road, nice action film. Could be a wild spot for a best of the year list, potentially. And that's another one, I think when I rewatch it, maybe if it's good enough, I'll bump it back up to a higher 9 or maybe a 10 out of 10, maybe. Okay, then Pitch Perfect, 2. 8 out of 10. Solid, funny film. Tomorrowland, 6 out of 10. Good start, but a poor finish. Then Spy, one of the best films of the year. Just hilarious and smart. Side-splittingly funny and also smart. So keep that in mind when you see it. Keep your brain on for Spy. It's worth it. Jurassic World, way better than it should be. As this fourth movie coming almost 25 years after the original, you would think they'd be out of ideas. They have a couple of ideas up their sleeve. Anyway, so good film. I gave that a 9 out of 10. Maybe I was being generous, but we'll see how that holds up on the next viewings. Inside Out, terrific. Second best film of the year so far for me. Could change. Inside Out, 9 out of 10. Awesome film. All right, I have not seen Terminator. Didn't want to. Haven't seen Ted 2. Absolutely don't want to. And with Terminator, especially after reading those reviews, ew, no, I'm out of here. Any sympathy I had for the film is pretty much gone. Minions. Nope, not for me. I will tell you what, though. Just a quick little rant here. Or not rant, really, but... I thought I was until recently. I just talked to somebody not too long ago who said, "Oh, I saw the Minions film, and now I hate Minions forever." I always thought I was alone in thinking that Minions were actually really annoying. I mean, I've seen the two Despicable Me films, and the Steve Carell character. What's his name? Jeez, Gru. There we go. I could skip my mind. And his three little nieces. Really great characters and really nice vocal work and all that. And those characters are entertaining and they're funny. The Minions are annoying. They are annoying as all hell. Please do not give them another spin-off film. Please, Universal, do not take all the money, run with it to the bank, and say, hey, the people loved this stupid pile of goat crap. Apparently, I haven't seen the film, but a lot of people actually didn't like it. And it did look dumb. That second trailer especially. The first trailer was actually okay. I was like, that kind of looks a little charming. The second trailer, no. And evidently, from what I've heard, it's like seeing the movie itself is like the second trailer, except even less funny. I don't know how you're less funny than I didn't laugh once. Anyways, but... So sorry, I had to do that quick thing where I just have to get my opinion out there. Minions are annoying. No more minions, please. I will take the trolls from Frozen any day over those stupid freaking minions. Anyway, so I wanted to say that quick because, I mean, not that I have any, bias or anything toward Ant-Man, but I really want Ant-Man to do well and win the weekend and all that for the box office. Not that it's gonna kill me if it's not. But anyways, I just wanted to put that in there because Ant-Man I'm gonna see tomorrow, and I'm pretty pumped for Ant-Man actually. I'm one of the few people that even after the Edgar Wright situation, him dropping out and all that, even after all that, I'm pumped for the film because the first trailer was okay, I was like, after the first trailer, a lot of people lost hope, but I was like, well, think about it. Not all trailers for Marvel films that were the first trailer, with the exception of, Avengers and all that, not all of the first trailers for Marvel films were all that outstanding. I mean, look at the first trailer for, like, Thor or Captain America. They don't make you stand up and cheer, maybe the first Avengers Age of Ultron trailer did that. Maybe the first Avengers trailer did that. For me, the first Iron Man 3 trailer was absolutely exciting and breathtaking. The first Captain America Winter Soldier trailer was great. The first Guardians trailer was great. I think I might have liked that even better than the film. But, the first Ant-Man trailer wasn't terrific. The second one, that told me, oh yeah, this is going to be great. I mean, the train thing with Yellow Jacket and all, it was very funny. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm going to see that. It opens tomorrow night. I'm going to see it opening night. And I've heard that the post-credit scenes are worth sticking around for this time. So, good deal, good deal. All right, that's all I got. Summer movie update quicks. And so next time we'll go back to regular format. I won't be this close to the camera, and you'll all feel more comfortable.